Before you buy another piece of RV gear, listen to this. I'm sharing my top 10 must haves, the gear that's proven itself mile after mile and truly earns its spot in my rig. A few of these might just change the way you camp. Welcome to RV Out West. I'm Brooks. Based in the Pacific Northwest, my family of four hits the road to explore the best of RV life out west. From hidden gems and epic destinations to helpful tips and real road stories. So grab your coffee and join the journey. Hey friends, welcome to episode 187. Yeah, 187. If you know, you know. But here's the wild part. Back in December 2025, when I dropped episode 179, the big look ahead to 2026 episode, I made a promise. A slightly unhinged, very permanent promise. When we hit episode 200, I'm getting it tattooed on my body. Ink, skin, forever. And now, as that number gets closer, 188, 189, 190, we're officially getting a lot closer to that red zone. The countdown is coming soon, and when we hit 200, it's not just another episode. It will be a milestone you can literally point to on my arm. As we get closer to episode 200, I'll start to share the idea I have for this monumental tattoo with all of you. I'll be sharing the whole thing on social. So, if you're not following the show yet, consider this your sign up. Hit us up on Instagram and Facebook. Follow the adventures, follow the countdown, and definitely follow along for this slightly unhinged, totally permanent tattoo journey. RVing for me isn't just travel. It's a state of mind. It's freedom with a hitch. It's the rhythm of the road, the quiet of a campsite at dawn, and if you know me, dawn starts at about 9 or 9:30 in the morning. The simple joy of knowing home is rolling right out behind you. I was just hooked up towing my trailer the other day to get a little work done. Nothing glamorous, and yet the second those tires started turning, my mood lifted. Just that simple tow had me smiling like I was heading out on a cross-country adventure. That's what RV life does to me. Maybe it's as simple as that tow haul button in my truck. But instantaneously, I'm just happier behind the wheel of my pickup when I look in the rearview mirror and see my trailer. There's something about being connected to your rig. The responsibility, the capability, the promise of where it can take you next, even on an ordinary errand. It reminds me why I love this lifestyle. It's not always epic views and campfire sunsets. Sometimes it's just the hum of the road and the feeling that adventure is always within reach. Speaking of things that make me smile, I want to share my top 10 pieces of RV gear that bring me joy. Yes, Marie Kondo style. From camping cook essentials to everyday campsite comforts to the gear that has flat out saved my bacon on more than one travel day. We're covering it all. So, pour yourself a mug of black coffee, settle in, and geek out with me. And if something catches your eye, head over to the show notes at rvoutwest.com. I've linked every single piece of gear right there so you can find it easily. There's a moment in camp life when everything just clicks. You sink back into that perfectly broken in camp chair, feet up, drink in hand, the fire snapping low, while the sky fades from gold to indigo. Your camp buddies are circling up, swapping tall tales that get taller with every retelling, giving each other grief about the last game of washers you absolutely should have won. Laughter echoes through the trees. And just like that, the noise of everyday life fades out. The lawn needs mowing? Not your problem. The bedroom door that won't stay shut? It can wait. The emails, the errands, the endless to-do list? Gone. Out here, none of that matters. What matters is the chair, this crew, this fire, this moment, the simplicity, the stillness, and the gear that makes it all effortless. This is camp life dialed in. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I've been on a full-blown quest for the perfect camp chair. I'm talking about Goldilocks status. Too low, too stiff, too bulky, too flimsy. I've tried them all. If you've been around a while, you might remember episode 60, back when I used to drop those shorter pit stop episodes. I was deep in the search back then, the holy grail of camp comfort. Now, I'm not saying I've officially found the one, but my buddy Kyle put me into the GCI Outdoor Kickback Rocker. And let me tell you, it's been nothing short of stellar. I picked it up in 2024 and have been using it ever since. Rocking motion, low to the ground lounge vibe, easy setup, cup holder. The quest may not be over, but for now, this chair is sitting on the throne. There's also nothing quite like chilling in a hammock at camp. Or, as I learned during my days living in the Caribbean, it's called liming. It's that art of doing absolutely nothing on purpose. And honestly, the best way to be liming in a campground is stretched out between two trees swaying in the breeze. My go-to is the Eno Double Nest Hammock, made from lightweight, breathable parachute nylon that packs down small but feels strong and supportive when you're in it. It's quick to set up, dries fast, and holds up to years of road life. What really makes Eno stand out, though, is their commitment to quality and the outdoors. Responsibly sourced materials, durable gear built for adventure, and a brand that genuinely supports getting people outside. Whether you call it relaxing, unwinding, or liming, there's no better seat in the campground. And I love my hammock so much that I always keep it in my pickup truck because you just never know when you might need a hammock. The classic Yeti Rambler tumbler might feel a little extra for campground life, but hear me out. In an RV, space is everything. We all know that. And when you've got a tumbler that keeps your ice solid for days and your coffee hot for hours, you can ditch that stack of mismatched cups and just carry two. One for you and one for your spouse. That's it. Fewer cabinets stuffed with clutter, more room for the stuff that actually matters, built from tough stainless steel with a double wall vacuum insulation. It's made to survive road life, campfires, and bumpy Forest Service roads. And as a brand, Yeti has built its reputation on over-engineered, durable gear designed for real outdoor use. Founded in Texas and proudly American designed. Pricey? Maybe. Worth every penny when you're watching that sunrise at camp with your coffee still piping hot? Absolutely. There's nothing more utilitarian at camp than a good folding lock blade knife. It's the definition of perfection simplified. One tool, endless uses. From slicing cordage and opening stubborn food packaging to trimming kindling or making quick gear repairs, a pocket knife earns its keep every single day. The folding lock blade is my go-to because it's compact, safe, and strong enough for real work when taking up precious space in an RV or a pack. I still carry an old SOG knife from back when their corporate HQ was right here in Linwood, Washington. It's been with me through more campsites than I can count. Lately, I've been eyeing the classic Buck 110 Folding Hunter, a true icon that stood the test of time. Either way, when you're at camp, a reliable pocket knife isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Speaking of essential camp gear, once the chairs are set and the pocket knife is back in your pocket, it's time to shift from campsite to the kitchen. Because if there's one place that can make or break an RV trip, it's the galley. Over the years, we've dialed in a handful of kitchen tools that truly earn their space. Gear that's compact, multi-purpose, and tough enough for life on the road. Just like the right camp tools simplify setup outside, the right kitchen gear makes cooking in an RV smoother, faster, and way more enjoyable after a long day of adventure. I joke these days that I don't even consider it camping anymore unless the countertop ice machine is riding shotgun in the RV. Somewhere along the way, I traded roughing it for refreshing it. There was a time when I'd proudly whittle kindling with a pocket knife and call it a win. Now I'm over here guarding a steady supply of perfectly formed cubes like they're precious gems. Nothing says man of wilderness quite like hovering over a humming appliance so your evening old fashioned just hits right. It's a little extra, sure, but let's be honest. Everyone needs ice for cocktails, and I've decided that self awareness pairs beautifully with a chilled glass at sunset. Having an ice machine in the RV is a total game changer because once you've got fresh ice on demand, you're officially in the camp cocktail business. No proper cocktail is complete without a solid shaker. I've been using the Elevated Craft Cocktail Shaker, and it's very similar in brand, build, and performance to the Yeti Rambler Cocktail Shaker. Either one makes it ridiculously easy to craft a legit margarita, old fashioned, or an espresso martini right there by the campfire. No sticky plastic shaker, no watered down drinks, just clean, crisp pours under the stars. From a quality standpoint, both of these shakers are built with double wall vacuumed insulated stainless steel, which means your hands don't freeze while shaking and your ice doesn't melt nearly as fast. A big upgrade from traditional tin shakers. The elevated craft model stands out with its built in measuring system and threaded lid design that virtually eliminates leaks, making it especially RV friendly when space and mess control matter. The Yeti option carries the same bomb proof durability the brand is known for, with a rugged dishwasher safe construction and a secure twist top design that feels right at home alongside the rest of your camp gear. Both are premium pieces, but they're built for years of use. And when you're mixing drinks fireside after a long travel day, that kind of quality absolutely shows. All right, we're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, I'm going to wrap up my top 10 camp gear list and share a couple of final thoughts on these pieces that truly earn their keep out on the road. You're listening to RV Out West. We'll be right back. The RV Out West newsletter keeps you connected between episodes. You'll get episode highlights, Pacific Northwest destination guides, plus helpful tips, fun trivia, and opportunities to share your RV stories. It's everything you love about RV Out West delivered straight to your inbox. Sign up now using the link right there in this episode's podcast description, or head over to rvoutwest.com to join today. You're not going to want to miss the next issue. Welcome back to RV Out West. We've been counting down my top 10 favorite pieces of RV gear. From camp chairs, hammocks, and ice machines, these are the tools that have proven themselves mile after mile and campsite after campsite. So let's jump right back in and keep dialing it in for your setup for life on the road. There's something about cooking over an open flame or charcoal that makes food taste better. Maybe it's the smoke, maybe it's the slower pace of camp life, or maybe it's just the fact that when you're outside, you're present. At camp, time stretches out. You're not rushing between errands or staring at a clock. So why not lean into it and make a quality meal? That's exactly why I love cooking with my Lodge cast iron Dutch oven. I've got the 12-inch model, and it's perfect for a family of 4 and then some. Whether it's a hearty chili, a slow simmered stew, or even fresh baked cornbread, the cast iron holds heat beautifully and turns simple ingredients into something magnificent. It's become a staple in our RV kitchen, especially after our big cross-country trip when we made a stop at the factory in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. Walking through the Lodge cast iron factory in South Pittsburgh felt like stepping into a living piece of American manufacturing history. You can feel the heat from the foundry, hear the rhythm of iron being cast and finished, and see generations of craftsmanship at work. There's something grounding about watching raw molten iron transform into cookware that will outlast you. It's not flashy. It's honest, hardworking, and built to endure. Standing there, knowing these pieces end up around campfires and kitchen tables all across the country, made it feel personal. And that's exactly where I bought my Dutch oven, right there at the source, which somehow makes every camp meal cooked in it taste even better. Camp life is the reward, the fire, the food, the slow mornings with a coffee in hand. But before any of that happens, you've got to get there and get set up. And all of us who've spent time RVing know that arrival day can either be smooth and satisfying or a total circus. Over the years, I have found that having the right RV specific gear makes all the difference between frustration and a flawless setup. So before we settle into camp life, here are a few pieces of RV gear that have genuinely made getting to camp, getting leveled, powered up, and comfortable a whole lot easier. Getting your RV perfectly level doesn't have to be a headache, thanks to those Anderson leveling blocks. Unlike traditional wood or plastic blocks, and what's great about them is they're curved so you can find just the right height you need when you need it. These leveling blocks are easy to set up in minutes without wrestling with heavy boards or worrying about tipping. What's really cool about the Anderson leveling blocks, is that you can adjust your RV from about a half inch all the way up to about 4 inches, giving an incremental control on uneven ground. And that range is ideal for moderately sloped sites, or for bigger adjustments, you can easily just back your trailer up a little bit more or pull forward a little bit more to find that extra height and stability. With this versatility, these Anderson leveling blocks make leveling your RV simple, safe, and reliable on nearly any campground. Another piece of RV gear that has proven absolutely indispensable on the road is the Viair portable air compressor. This rugged, high-performance compressor has alligator clips that I connect directly to my truck's battery posts, and this has saved me on more than one occasion when my tire pressures have dropped. What makes the Viair so great is the combination of power and portability. It delivers surprisingly high airflow rates for its size, runs cool thanks to efficient motor design, and includes a built-in pressure gauge so you can dial in the exact PSI you need. It's also super easy to use in tight spots around camp or at the gas station, and the durable construction has meant it standed up to repeated use season after season. For any of you who wants that peace of mind on the road and properly inflated tires for safety, fuel economy, and tire life, a portable air compressor like the Viair is an essential piece of gear. A digital tire pressure gauge is one of the simplest yet most clutch pieces of RV gear you can own. It's small, inexpensive, and easy to toss in the glove box. But when you're towing heavy and rely on proper tire pressure for safety and performance, it becomes absolutely essential. The backlit display gives you fast, accurate PSI readings without squinting at a tiny analog dial, and that precision matters for both truck and trailer tires. I actually had mine stolen out of my truck once, and of all the things to lose, that one stung the most. I replaced it immediately, which says everything about how much I value it. When you're hauling your home down the highway, knowing your tire pressures are dialed in, it isn't optional. It's a peace of mind. As I wrap up this episode on my top 10 favorite pieces of gear, I keep coming back to this thought. None of it is really about the gear. It's about what the gear allows us to do. It's the leveling blocks that steady the rig after a long travel day, the air compressor humming in the background as you prep for the next stretch of highway, the Dutch oven glowing over coals while laughter drifts through camp. It's the pocket knife that's opened 100 packages and cut kindling for just as many fires. It's the cocktail shaker clinking with fresh ice as the sun drops behind the trees. Each piece has earned its place, not because it's flashy, but because it shows up. It solves problems. It makes life on the road smoother, safer, and more enjoyable. Yet somehow along the way, those tools stop becoming gear and start becoming part of the story. A part of the rhythm of travel days and slow mornings, of cross-country miles and quiet nights under the awning lights. That's the magic of RV life. It's not just about the destinations, it's about building a life on the road, one well-used, well-loved piece of gear at a time. If you want to take a closer look at any of the gear I talked about today, head over to rvoutwest.com and check out the show notes for this episode. I've linked directly to each of these products so you can explore specs, pricing, and details for yourself and learn a little more about why they've earned a permanent spot in our RV setup. Everything's organized and easy to find, so you can spend less time searching and more time getting your own rig dialed in for the road ahead. Before you go, I'd love for you to sign up for our monthly newsletter. The first one went out about 2 weeks ago, and the next issue drops in just 2 more. So there's still plenty of time to jump in. No spam, no fake news, just solid, inspiring Pacific Northwest RVing information delivered straight to your inbox. And here's the kicker. In the upcoming issue, I'm sharing something with the newsletter crew before anyone else hears about it. If you want to be among the first to know, this is your chance. You can sign up using the link right there in the episode's podcast description, or over at rvoutwest.com, or on Instagram through the link in our profile. Go ahead, sign up today, and I'll see you in the inbox. Next week's episode, we're chasing contrast, where fire once shaped the land and ice still crowns the peaks. We're rolling into towering craters, ancient lava flows, and glacial-capped giants in Fire and Ice, an RV tour of volcanoes in the Pacific Northwest. Pack your sense of wonder. This one's going to erupt with adventure. Thanks for listening to RV Out West. Be sure to follow the show so you never miss an episode. And if you enjoyed the show, tell a friend and please leave a rating or a review. It would mean a lot. Special thanks to Scott Home Music for our intro song, We Are One. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook to join in on the conversation. Now, get out there, explore, and go see what's beyond the horizon.